Hi guys, it's Sam and Rolton here with another Be Better Life update.
Yeah, this is gonna be like
The best test. Make it out the drive with me.
I don't feel like driving.
Like, hidden, and then just pop up.
That's actually hard.
Okay. Wait.
Where have we been since our last video? Our crazy journey to New Zealand. If you haven't watched that video, please go back, watch that video. It was a whirlwind. But yeah, we made it. We made it nice and safe. We had a lot of people greet us at the airport, which was awesome. And yeah, we are here in sunny New Zealand.
This kind of vlog, what we're going to talk about is kind of what all happened in the first week that we were here. So we're super lucky to be living with one of the families that we'll be working with while we're here. They've got a beautiful place out in some farmland. So if you hear chickens,
Animals,
or sheep, or
chickens, sheep,
cows, that's to be expected.
dogs, cats.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful bit of land, so we'll show a little bit about where we are. We got to visit some beautiful places in the first week that we were here. We saw McLaren Falls.
Obviously, big thing here is
Waterfalls. All of the
and
waterfalls.
Mountains. There's so many waterfalls, so many mountains. So we're gonna try our best to go and visit as many as we possibly can along this trip. I think we have not listened to TLC's advice. We are going to go chasing
all the
waterfalls.
Yeah.
We will not stick to the rivers and lakes that we are used to.
Yeah, so the first one that we got to check out is was called McLaren Falls. It was just a couple minutes off of like the main street. We kind of like walked across this path. It was about, I don't know, 2-minute walk off of the main street, and it led out to this beautiful waterfall. What else did we get to do? We went and checked out some lookout points.
Yeah. Some great lookouts that gave us a beautiful view of like pretty much the entire area that we're staying in.
We made the kids that we're staying with run the steps. There's about 300 or some odd steps from one of the bases all the way to the top of one of the lookout points. So we send the kids and made them do that run. So we've got some video footage of that. What else did we do?
Oh, our first adventure obviously started on the very second day that we were here. We did have to learn how to drive on the complete opposite side of the road. Was a little bit scary at first, but
totally
thankfully
got the hang
we are
of it
still
now.
here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we kind of got the hang of it now. We'll show you guys a little bit of that.
Yeah, and then, so what are your biggest struggles with driving on the other side of the road?
Oh my gosh. So first time driving on the opposite side of the car and on the opposite side of the road. I was a little freaked out a couple times when you see traffic coming at you and you're like, oh my god, they're on the wrong side of the road, what am I doing?
Or when you see a child in the passenger seat who's not driving the car. And
I've been freaked out so many times looking at kids and getting into cars and they sit in what I think is the driver's seat, and then I quickly realize that that child is way too small to drive, and
they're definitely the passenger.
realize that I've got it completely backwards.
We've walked to the wrong side of the car many times.
Done that multiple times. I think the big thing about driving here is having to pass somebody on a very narrow road. For some reason, there's a lot of very narrow streets, and numerous times I've been having to pass somebody and I've pulled over to the wrong side of the road and the other driver has just laughed at me because I've been on the complete wrong side of the road.
Yeah. They do have these like super helpful things here. Like they have these blue arrows, basically point you on what lane you need to be going
newbie,
to.
You should be on this side of the road.
I imagine the people that live here don't even notice them anymore, but as newbies to New Zealand, they are so helpful.
I found it very helpful. And the other thing is roundabouts. In Canada, we do not have as many roundabouts. Yeah. And I think I have pissed off so many drivers entering and exiting roundabouts and not signaling properly to everybody that I've driven around.
Because the signal's also where the wipers
apologize.
should be. It's also backwards.
Yes, I have messed up in several roundabouts, and people just honk their horns at me and
Or just laugh.
Give me lots of very, very fun gestures with their hands to show me how displeased they are with my driving skills. So
But all in all, it's been really good. I think the hospitality of the New Zealand people has been like nothing but amazing. We've had nothing but
Great things to say.
super kind people from like the minute that we landed in the airport and our connections were too short. They were like holding the plane for us and like making sure that stuff would work out, and you know, they'll see us pull over to the wrong side of the road and just kind of like giggle, and we'll both have a good laugh. And it's never been something that has been like a hard thing to get over. It's just it's made the transition really fun. Kind of like close out on this video is we got to go down to the mount. So the area that we were staying in is famous for Mount Maunganui. So we actually went down by the mount, watched the sunset, and then got some of the most amazing ice cream I think I've ever had. They had these like waffle cones with all of these different like toppings and like, nuts and sauces and stuff. It was pretty awesome.